We've got Ramsey Ramirez from KABOOM Comics here with us. Aquí del Valle de Texas. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to our circus.
All right. I wouldn't have it any other way.
We've got our baby dolls, our hashtag PVT baby dolls over here. Say hi to the camera, girls.
Hi, everyone.
All right.
Thank you all for sticking with us.
I think something's trying to tell us that we should not start at 8 anymore. We should start at 9.
Start at 9, yeah.
We had been saying that before, that, at 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, parents are still feeding their kids, feeding the dogs, trying to, get situated. And so I think 9 o'clock is perfect. Is it 9 or is it past 9?
It's 9:13.
9:13.
Okay. We're good. We're good.
Perfect. And the curfew's off, so you don't have to worry about getting pulled over on the way home.
Praise the Lord.
We're beginning phase 2, ladies and gentlemen, here in Texas, the reopening. And Ramsey has KABOOM Comics. You would think that would be an essential, man, to me. I mean,
Yeah, reading I think is essential, but yeah, for some reason they said no.
You know what you should have done? KABOOM Comics has been around since 2010.
Yes, sir.
And it has been catering to the youth and adults that like comic books and collectibles and all that kind of good stuff.
Yep.
Like yours truly. And it was interesting because I have friends that have businesses, and they were somebody told me that if you would have sold masks, you could have probably stayed open.
Yeah, and my friends were saying like, oh, buy some hammers and sell hammers if you're a hardware store, and you can sell masks and stuff like that. We didn't know what the legalities were, and we didn't want to be slapped with that $5,000 fine, so we're just like, let us wait it out and see what happens.
Dude, I don't know, man. I mean, a $5,000 fine just to try to make a living,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
what was your whole take on this shutdown and the mitigation that they did for coronavirus? First of all, what's your take on the coronavirus? Do you believe that it's as bad as it is, or what is your take on that?
So, I mean, obviously, it can be bad for some people, and so that takes some consideration as well. We're seeing now, and I'm kind of torn because I don't think everybody who needs it is getting tested, so we don't know the actual numbers, but we do know that the death toll is lower than was expected.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Well, I mean, you don't know what to believe on social media anymore because they were saying 80,000, and then the CDC pulled something out that it was half of that. So it's like, and then now they were saying that, some people weren't dying of coronavirus, but they were saying they were dying of corona, or they had died of coronavirus.
Because they were getting paid for everybody that was getting dying for it or
something like that. And at the end of the day, I mean, there's a lot of federal money being sent to all types of individuals and municipalities and governments, state and local. And so there'll be some money that'll be dispersed. And when they're talking about trillions, and I'm thinking like, who's watching to make sure this money goes where it goes, dude? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the oversight for something of that magnitude, I mean, it's hard enough just keeping tabs on your own business, and it's not even a big business, I mean, it's just like, it's, can you imagine something of that magnitude, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I all I know is that the government has always been ill-equipped to handle like this, and and nowadays you don't know what to believe with the news, it's become more opinionated than fact. So yeah, I mean, what's real, what's not, it's sometimes hard to tell.
Yeah. How did it affect your business, man?
So it shut us down, and I do an annual event called South Texas Comic Con, and we plan all year. We bring down celebrities for people to meet, and it's kind of comic themed and stuff.
Yeah.
And so we'd worked all year to do it, and then the city had said, no, we have no plans of shutting down anything, so continue, right?
Yeah.
And but then at some point that changed, and we ended up having to cancel it. So that's a big hit. Something we worked out all year to
Did you already
produce.
start? I mean, dude, we've been to Comic-Con, and it's just absolutely incredible what you've built.
Thank you.
Because back in the day, you'd have these little comic conventions. You'd have these toy conventions. Are we okay on the camera over here, girls?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Yeah, we're good.
We had these toy conventions and comic conventions, and you even had record conventions and stuff like that. And they were small. Usually, it was like one of the
dealers,
the banquet hall, or
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Shriners Auditorium, right, or whatever, the dance hall. You took it to a whole other level, dude. You put steroids in it, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, when we went and the line on Saturday is just absolutely ridiculous to get into there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you must make a lot of money doing that, right?
So not a lot of money. The celebrities are the most expensive part, and they make a lot of money. So we don't do as well.
The thing about it is, like, I went to go see Ric Flair. Dude charged me $75 for a picture, dude.
Yeah, but we don't get that. You know, he gets that.
But you have to pay. You have to pay him on top of that.
It depends on the celebrity. Some celebrities you pay them and whatever they make. Others it's like, hey, you know, we want $100,000. What we don't make in autographs, you have to pay. So if they make 25,000, we have to pay them 75,000.
So it's,
you know, so it depends on the celebrity, but that's where the money goes. You know, so I wish I could say I'm getting rich. Not yet, but I have a 10-year plan. And if coronavirus hadn't, you know, done that, maybe now it's 11 years.
Well, you do better than break even, don't you?
Oh yeah, no, I mean we make money. We make money. I'm not gonna say we don't.
And the money that you make, does it just go right back into the next year, or does or you can put it aside, pay some bills, and go party, or what? You know?
Yes, exactly that. So every year. We put aside money to make the next one bigger, and so I mean, you know, I make like a standard salary doing that, doing multiple events a year.
Yeah.
And then we try to accumulate money to do the event even bigger. But like in this case, we wasted a ton of money in advertising and everything, basically, deposits that we couldn't get back that are gonna have to roll over to next year. So right now it hurt quite a bit because our cushion went down, way down, you know, but hopefully next year everything will be back to normal and most of it will be paid for, half of it.
How long did it take you to make it that size?